It's the Orioles on Massillon, and a very good evening as the fans head into the ballpark for this final of 3 interleague action against the Washington Nationals. The Orioles trying to avoid the sweep in this 3-game set. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and welcome. Great to have you with us here. The Orioles offense has continued to struggle, not scoring runs. They'll try and get around that tonight, but it won't be easy. Max Scherzer is going to be the starter on the other side. He's vying for yet another Cy Young Award the way he's pitching right now. And David Hess will get the opportunity to compete against one of the best. The Orioles youngster will be on the mound to make the start tonight. He's already picked up a couple of wins, 2-1 on the season. Orioles have been impressed. He's earned a spot in the rotation. The way the Orioles are playing, not scoring runs makes a real difference on decisions that are made on the field. Take last night, for example. Last night there was a play at the plate, cost the Orioles an opportunity to score. It went down this way. Cisco hit by a pitch, base hit by Jace Peterson. Jones, 2 out, would deliver a double. Cisco would score. Trying to score from first, Jace Peterson. Relay throw, Soto, Turner, Severino. Got him out at the plate. Now, why would you send him in that situation in a close ball game? Well, listen to what Buck Showalter said after the game.
Well, they're going to walk Manny.
Right.
So I know Bobby, he's as good as there is. He manages the game right along with it. He took a chance to make them throw him out there and take the chance there. And it's one of those things nobody talks about it if it's safe. But I know Bobby, and I know his thinking there is, it's going to, not that other people aren't capable of, but he'd take a pop there, especially as much trouble as we've had scoring runs.
And that's the key to me at the end of that, Mike Bordick. We're not scoring runs, so you do things a little differently.
Yeah, 3 runs or less in 12 of the last 14 ball games. Bobby Dickerson really pushing the envelope right there. I think everybody really trying to make things happen on the field. And the Orioles were put into a tough situation, though, and Bobby Dickerson, so many underlying factors that came into that play. He's got to understand every situation, plan ahead. Is Adam Jones going to hit a single, a double, a triple? How's it going to be? Of course, the single-man cutoff was another big decision for Bobby to make. I don't think anybody is going against Bobby Dickerson in that call. The Orioles have got to try to force some runs across the plate. Look for him to make those type of sends again today.
And that's what happens when you're not winning games and you're not scoring runs. You take chances you might not otherwise do because you're trying to get on the board. Nationals-Orioles Game 3 coming up. Brought to you by Southwest. Low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Good crowd already on hand for Game 3 of the series. Take a look at our game time temperature. Brought to you by BGE Home. We know more. We do more. It is 76 degrees. The humidity up to 82%. Clouds all over the place here tonight, but no rain is in the forecast. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Nationals. 31-22 coming into this ball game. For the first time apparently ever, according to Juan Soto, he's going to bat leadoff in a baseball game. It'll be Turner, Harper, Rendon, Adams, Reynolds, Taylor, Defoe, and Severino doing the catching. The youngster last night, first 3-hit game of his career.
And let's take a look at David Hess's pitch arsenal. Got the 4-seam fastball. It's a good heater. Low to mid-90s with the fastball. Look at that, 62% of the time. So there's confidence in that pitch. Of course, the slider, his put-away pitch. But he's got to have the ability to move that fastball around. Did it in his last start. Pitching a gem, 6 2/3, no runs, just 4 hits against the Rays, a team that he had faced before. Pretty impressive stuff. 2 wins on the year for Hess already. Opponents hitting .269. The righties just .211. Fastball on the outside corner, power slider, much like Dylan Bundy, keeping the righties down. Lefties up quite a bit, .345, and has given up the 4 home runs. Big night for Mr. Hess, though, and this is probably what every player dreams about, facing the best in the business, headed up against Max Scherzer.
And leading it off, here is the 19-year-old Soto with a 4-game hit streak. Pitch to him. He goes after the first one. It'll be backhanded by Manny. You better be ready to play when the ball game starts, as Manny gets one to the backhand side and records the out.
Boy, beautiful play right there by Manny Machado. Yeah, Manny's always ready. First inning, mostly offensively, but here defensively, getting the eyes behind the ball on the backhand. And then how about that nice little rhythm, the ability to set up on the backside and unleash the cannon. What a beautiful play. Nice and smooth and fluid there. Hess loving the defense.
So Soto retired on 1 pitch. Hess's delivery showing bunt is Turner. Longest hit streak of any National. He's hit in the last 10 ball games. 2 for 9. Hit in each of the first 2 games of this series, upping that average, closing in on the .270 mark. Pitch will be taken for a strike. Also a big day and a big night last night for the Valencias, to Danny, his wife Jocelyn, and the newly arrived Oliver. All are doing fine. The first baby for Danny and Jocelyn. And that's why he wasn't in the lineup last night. Base hit. Turner's got an 11-game hit streak. He takes care of that in a hurry. And a runner on here with 1 down.
A little hanging slider right there from David Hess. And Turner turning and burning, smoking it through that 5-6 hole. Yeah, my congratulations to the Valencia family as well.
Oliver came a little early because he wanted to catch the 3rd game of this series. He was concerned if he waited, he would not be able to see this interleague game. So he arrived a little early, but everybody's doing fine. That's great. Donnie Hart has come up to take the place of Valencia. Donnie's out in the bullpen. Valencia on paternity leave for up to 3 days. That'll be up to Danny when he comes back. Throw over to get Turner back to the bag. The running Nationals, who can do it with the best of them, and Turner's one of those, with Harper at the plate. Harper's out of 3 for 8, 1 home run in this series. Leads the National League now with 17 long balls. Has hit only .229 in 24 games this month, but the home runs have kept coming. And the pitch will be taken for a strike.
Beautiful fastball right there. We saw what Harper does on fastballs on the plate. You better keep it on the edge or just off. He paints one right there to get into the count.
Hess just 24 years old. In the starts here at the major league level, it's the left-handers who've done real damage, hitting .345, and the right-handers only .211. Big difference, but limited at bats. That'll be foul back. I went back and looked at his numbers career-wise in the minor leagues. Left-handers hit pretty well against him at .272. That's a career number in the minors, and right-handers .232 off him, again career minor league. So an 0-2 count. So lefties have been a bit of a trouble, although this season at Norfolk he was under 200 left-handers.
Yeah, you learn every day you're out there on the bump. You find different ways to get the lefties, develop a pitch, maybe get a better changeup.
Ooh, good one. Off-speed delivery froze Harper.
Yeah, or you can throw a nasty slider like this one. Take a look at the pitch cast right here. Oh my, beautiful slider, just locking Harper up. He's expecting something else. That ball settles in there nicely. Take a look at David Hess's rookie report. First 2 games, not too great. Did give up a few home runs and elevates that earned run average to 6.75. But the big leagues, it's all about making adjustments. Hess certainly did. His last start, nothing for an earned run average. How about opponents hitting just a 190 against him? And a lot of confidence right now going for young David Hess.
He's got a runner on at first base, 2 down. Rendon, who's had a home run in the series. Check swing foul.
Take a look at the defense behind Hess here tonight. Mancini, Jones, and Rickard will roam the outfield here at Camden. Machado and Scope once again turning 2 up the middle. Peterson get another start at third base with Davis over at first, and Chance Sisco, after all that beating he took last night, is back behind the dish tonight.
It's your turn. Rendon with the runner at first and an 0-1 count, and Hess will make the throw over to get him back to the bag. David Hess, the win of the first one against Tampa Bay, lost to Boston in that short affair that Mike was talking about. Then the win over Tampa Bay again in that last outing with a shutout on 4 hits over 6 2/3 innings to begin a major league career. Leaning at first towards second base, runner not going, and the pitch will be taken away by Rendon. Count goes to 1-1. Different players, different leads who are base stealers. Some like to go almost flat-footed and then go by pushing off that back leg. Others, as you take a look at Turner, like to have that front leg turned a little bit, like they're getting ready to run a race with more weight on that back foot, ready to rock. That'll be foul back and out of play.
Yeah, a lot of times for base stealers, it's how quick can you get to full speed, get to that top speed, and of course you got to open up to get there. So Turner kind of opening that front hip, make for a quicker short step and get that body underway. Turner can get to that top speed in like 3 or 4 steps. Some of the best base stealers, Ricky Henderson obviously comes to mind. He was at top speed after like 2 steps. Yeah. Pretty unbelievable. And I think so many base stealers try to emulate that type of position that Ricky Henderson established.
Turner's 14 steals, second in the National League. Not running, pitch will be taken down low. The one I like best to watch is the base stealers who take the walking lead. They step, they step, they step.
Yeah, just keep getting a little bit of a rhythm.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll just keep inching out there. And he had a nice little rhythm going there. And but I think Hess just kind of broke the timing up. It's just a different time on his delivery.
How'd you like to do it?
I like to get a movement as well. And I was fortunate enough to actually play with Ricky Henderson and watch him and learn from him. Now I obviously didn't have that type of speed, but you try to take advantage if there are opportunities. LaRussa used to run me with 2 outs, you know, and just in case I get in there safe, and I'd have Ricky Henderson to drive me in. So, yeah, take chances with me, but just trying to learn to do that. And I opened up as well. I found that trying to fight your body to get it going underway was the battle. So you try to cheat a little bit with that first step.
96 steals. 58 caught. That's not bad. Those are your numbers, right?
Yeah, right. Something like that.
Yeah, 96. Not something like that. That's what it was.
All right.
Yeah, 96, 58 caught. That's really good. You always told me your foot speed was exceptional. You've just proven it to me. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Runner not going, and the pitch will be taken down low. So a full count 3-2. Runner will be going now with 2 down. Because of the speed, and because now here's what we were talking about. Speed and the Orioles not scoring a lot of runs, so you're going to hold the runner. Chris Davis would normally get off the bag more, but they don't want to give him an extra jump, so he's going to stay there in front of him in order to keep him as close as they can. Now you wouldn't do that if you were scoring a few runs, not in the first inning of a ball game. 3-2 delivery and walked him. Hess thought he had it. He was headed into the dugout, so with 2 down there, 2 on.
Good try with the fastball right there, just missing to Rendon on that inside corner, just off of it. Now it's all about shortening up the base runners there. If there's a potential ball in the gap, Davis just hanging close enough so Turner doesn't get that extra step and maybe create a little bit more of that momentum we were talking about.
A lot of chances in this series for the Nationals. They are 5 for 21 with runners in scoring position in this series. They rank 6th as a team in the National League. They won a 1-run ball game last night, 3-2, and a 6-0 shutout in the first. Pitch will be taken outside. Here's Adams, dangerous hitter. A lot of power. The designated hitter has had a good series. 3 for 9, picking up an RBI and a big 361 with runners in scoring position. And he is one of the hot bats in the lineup over the last half dozen games. So here we go again. As we said last night, a lot of key moments in the ball game. Tight game, a lot of scoring chances. Here's one early. 1-0 delivery. That one's going to miss. And the count will go to 2-0.
Yeah, a lot of danger in this Nationals lineup. And of course, Adams, one of the big, threats here. He's got power to all fields, and falling behind certainly doesn't do Hess and the Orioles any good right now. But you got to keep him off balance. Got to mix up your pitches. He missed with the fastball, then the changeup combination. And unfortunately, now he's got to come with some heat. Yeah, danger.
Adams is 6th in the league in home runs in the National League. 2-0 delivery to him. Ground ball fouled off. Kept that one inside. Fisted that one foul, and the count will go to 2-1 on him. Adams having an outstanding season for this ball club, suffering through so many injuries, relying on the likes of Adams to pick up the pace. And you got half of your starting lineup out. David Martinez saying before the ball game, just amazed at how other players have picked up the pace and how well they're playing without those injured. 2-1, runners off first and second. Good off-speed pitch and over the top.
Yeah, beautiful. Let's take a look at the Nissan pitch cast right here. Hess making some quality pitches against Adams. Another good changeup. That second pitch was a changeup as well. So keeping it down at the bottom of the zone, looking like the fastball coming out of his hand.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. Turner, great speed on it first. Rendon, second rather. Rendon on it first. Fans into it early. 2-2 delivery and a towering fly ball playable. Joey Rickard will have to wait on this one. He's got it. Good job by Hess. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 are left on base. Orioles lineup coming up. Reserve seat, an adult, you get to bring 2 kids free, ages 9 and under. And Friday night, going to be fireworks every Friday night, along with a live musical show to go with it. So get out to the ballpark. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Orioles, brought to you by Southwest. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency. Peterson, Jones, Machado, Scope, Trumbo, and Davis, Mancini, Cisco, and Rickard. Manny Machado, 2 outs, 3rd in the American League with that .382 average. And Max Scherzer's on the mound. Peterson leading it off, and he'll take it for a strike.
Well, let's take a look at his numbers on the season here. Of course, Max Scherzer got everything in the arsenal. That 4-seam fastball, though, his big pitch, he can move it around, and he's got a violent finish. I mean, oh my gosh, you cannot pay attention to his delivery, or that's going to mesmerize you, get all jumpy in there. Good fastball, slider, changeup, got a curve as well. Unbelievable start to the season. 8 wins with a very low earned run average of 213. See the opponent batting average just 180. Has given up the 6 home runs, though.
Peterson will foul it away. Yet another new leadoff hitter for the Orioles. He's not batted in the leadoff spot this year prior to this ball game. And He's 3 for 17 off Scherzer, so that's not the reason he's batting leadoff. Just giving somebody else a chance, putting a left-hander up there. 0-2 delivery will just miss outside. The one thing the Orioles may have going for them regarding Scherzer, and there's not much from looking at the paper, he's been throwing a lot of pitches in the last 2-3 games in order to get outs. You'd like to get that pitch count up in a hurry if you can against him, and try and be patient and try and get to that bullpen, because when he's on the mound, so long as he's pitching, you're probably in trouble.
Well, you got that right. And, you know, it could be about timing, too. So if the Orioles have a good game plan, I mean, Scherzer's last start, his worst of the year, gave up 4 earned runs and scattered the 7 hits against Miami. But, hey, that could be the chink in his armor that the Orioles need.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Jace Peterson, who will ask for the timeout. Scherzer comes in leading the National League in strikeouts with 108. He will quickly become the pitcher with the most innings pitched. He's second right now at 71. Only needs 2 innings though to be first. Ball down the line in left. Soto over, no play. That ERA Mike showed you, 2.13. That's third best in the National League. Here in this ballpark, he's gone 2-0 at Camden Yards. He has a 5-2 record against the Orioles lifetime with a 3.2 earned run average. Peterson with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Straight up D on him. Jace will foul that one back, and this is just what the Orioles wanted to do with their first batter.
Absolutely. See a bunch of pitches. See how Scherzer's going to be attacking right now. 8th pitch coming to Peterson. Scott Coolbaugh trying to get a good consistent game plan going for this Oriole offense, and you see how he's attacking up there at the top of the zone. One thing about Scherzer, he loves to be aggressive with his fastball. If he feels like there's a challenge going on, he will challenge the hitter with a heater and not try to trick him with a changeup. He's an old school mentality type pitcher in that regard.
Yep. He's retired 78% of leadoff batters this year, an extraordinarily high number. So he has not hurt his cause in that sense. Peterson trying to get into that number a little bit right here. 2 ball, 2 strike counts. Scherzer delaying it for a moment. Timeout asked for it. As you noticed, Scherzer generally works in a hurry. Gets the ball, throws it. A couple of times here in this at bat he has stopped, like right now. I don't know if he's playing cat and mouse, can't get the sign down with Severino or not, but he's delaying right now, throwing that 2-2.
Yeah, I think it's Severino. Can't get on the same page. Just trying to figure out what to throw. Try to get Peterson. Got one of these scrappy ABs going.
2-2 delivery on the way, and a pitch inside. Did he go? No. And the count goes full, 3-2.
Before the last pitch, Scherzer kind of stepping off. There he goes. A lot of talk going on right now.
Not that one.
No.
Not that one. Here's the 3-2 delivery. That's going to go to center. Taylor is there to put it away. Peterson got some pitches, but ends up flying out center field. Time for our Rocket Mortgage breakdown.
Yeah, Adam Jones, how about these numbers in his career against Scherzer? 448. He's got the 13 hits, but 4 home runs and 5 RBI. Adam Jones, one of the hottest hitters right now in the game, especially here on the Orioles lineup. Look for some good things tonight. He against Scherzer.
What numbers against Scherzer? One thing, he's got 4 home runs off him. 13 for 29 against Max Scherzer in his career. Adam has really put the numbers up against him. And the pitch will be outside for a ball. And Adams had a hot bat. He is 4 for 8 in this series, and he has picked up an RBI. 1-0 count. This has been the inning where Scherzer has surrendered the most runs, and that's not many. He's allowed 6 runs in the first inning of the 11 starts he's had. None higher. 1-1.
Nice pass right there. We're talking about Adam Jones being so hot. How about his last 10 games? 390, couple home runs, 3 RBI. Shoot the ball all over the field right now. How about that 2-strike approach, slapping it to right field. Been fun to watch Adam Jones. He's really shortening up his swing and making better contact, more consistent contact.
Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way, and that'll be inside. There are only 26 players who have had multi-home runs against Scherzer, and Adam Jones and Adam Dunn are the only 2 who have 4 home runs off this right-hander in their career. Several others with 3, but only 26 total with multi-homers in their career against him. That'll go on the ground, and for the first time in 3 years, Adam Jones hits a ball on the ground against Scherzer. He has had everything up in the air coming into this ball game against him, and Scherzer gets a ground ball out. How about that?
A little ground ball to Turner right there. A nice slider. Take a look at the Nats defense behind Scherzer. Soto, Taylor, and Harper in the outfield. Turner and Defoe up the middle. Rendon and Reynolds on the corners, and Severino trying to get on the same page as Scherzer. He's doing the catching tonight.
And that'll bring Manny to the plate. Manny Machado at 326, big numbers staring at you. That batting average right now is 6th in the league, tied for 4th in homers, tied for 1st in RBIs with 45. His 70 hits are 3rd, and he is 5th in the league in extra base hits with 30. Just some of the numbers. Now against Scherzer, 1 for 22. That one was a home run. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
Yeah, well, you know Scherzer likes going up against the best. And first pitch to Manny, nice little fastball, good 1.5 feet off the inside corner just to move his feet. Opens up the outer edge for a fastball. And Manny Machado has been a monster here in the first inning. How about last night? He hit his 16th home run. Pretty impressive stuff. First inning, are you kidding me? 6 home runs? What's up with that? Career against the Nats, impressive as well with the 6 bombs, 337. And at home, he's all about the Oriole offense. I mean, 367, 10 home runs. Impressive start to the season.
Manny will go down swinging as Scherzer picks up strikeout 109. And he sets the side down in order. No better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. Rock Cabaco on the right. Can Hess turn Nats into Rays? Oh, Rock, how dare you do that? Steve Molesky takes a look at Britain on trade talks and Mancini on his struggles. Real good column on Mancini. We'll talk about that as we roll along a little bit. Steve Molesky right there.
Yeah, some good articles.
Great articles.
Read them both.
Yep. Shift on in the infield. Pitch will be taken away. Mark Reynolds trying to make sure when people start coming back off the DL that he is still going to be here. 2 for 7, a home run in this series, hitting .406, 6 homers in 9 starts with the Nationals. He's on as good a clip hitting home runs in this short span as he's ever had.
Yeah, and just nothing but good things can come of this, you know, for the Nationals especially. Mark Reynolds, if he keeps hitting the way he's doing right now, hot bat, he can be a potential trade piece to add a piece they're looking for in the bullpen.
Yeah.
I mean, they have had some key injuries right now and they need the depth, but you know that Dave Martinez and the Nats are saying, oh, thank you so much for coming up here hot.
Swing and a miss. That off-speed pitch has been a good one here. He's had hitters way out in front of it. 2-2.
Yeah, he needs something to keep him off that fastball for sure. 78-mile-an-hour hook. He's got the hard slider to go along with it, and that one just slowing him down. Take a look at the Mercedes pitch cast, just hovering up there. Yeah, ends up in the middle of the plate, but the speed is what got him off balance.
2-2 has him leaning away. He did not go around on that. Andy Gonzalez down at first base. Laz Diaz, home plate umpire, long, real good career, real good ball strike umpire if you talk to players and managers. And pretty much right down the line. The strike zone is as defined in the book, and he has been like that throughout his career behind the plate. 3-2 delivery. That'll be a chopper into the shift. Jonathan Scopes the one over there, and he records the out. Reynolds retired, gets the first two leadoff batters in an inning. Now the Yankees and the Orioles. The Yankees are coming to town, and they will be here for the games on Thursday to kick it all off, as the Orioles will host them. And on Friday, postgame fireworks music featuring a performance by singer-songwriter L. Winter. Then on Saturday, watch the Baseball Classic Sandlot. That'll be postgame. Special ticket packages available to watch from the field. And Sunday, of course, the kids get to run the bases. Fouled off on the check swing. Taylor, another one of the speedsters. He has the 3 for 7 in this series, has picked up 1 RBI. He's one of the few struggling here in the month of May hitters for the Nationals, hitting only 176 this month. And that one is going to miss. Did not go around on it, and the count will go to 1-1.
Yeah, it's a tough ball game, full of ups and downs. Of course, Taylor, great speed, great power as well, but a slow here in the month of May. Unfortunately for the Orioles, they just don't need another hot Nats bat.
And a swing and a miss on one down and in. Good pitch at 92. And a 1-ball 2-strike count from David Hess. Only 6 walks now in the 18 innings he's worked. 12 strikeouts, giving up a hit per inning. 1-2 delivery. Little movement outside, leaving up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, nice fastball, a little cut action on a 94-mile-an-hour heater, working in that outside corner. I like to see that good movement just out in front of the plate.
Nationals have won 5 in a row coming into this. Orioles have lost 4 in a row. That'll be protected. Perhaps even more impressive, the Nationals have won the last 9 games that they have played on the road. And they're going for a team streak in that regard. The 9 straight, tied for the longest in their team history. And right now their current streak tied for second best in the majors this year for consecutive road wins. Hess with a 2-2. Reached, popped it up, no play.
Good slider, really working tough right now in that outside corner. And that slider staying just a hair too flat. And give Taylor a chance to foul it off, but executing, staying away from the middle of the plate. The last few pitches. I like that nice little group on that outside corner.
Hess continues with that 2-ball 2-strike count. And another one foul back. So Taylor trying to square one up here, is fighting off some pretty good pitches that have been kept down in that strike zone. And holds the count at 2-2.
Yeah, you like Hess's aggressive nature. I think that's a good quality, obviously.
2-2 delivery on the way off the end of the bat. He was way out in front, third base. That will be hauled in. Peterson there to get it. Taylor's retired, and 2 down here in the second. However, David is only 24 years old. Morgantown, West Virginia is where he lives, and coming up through the Orioles system since 2014, only his 5th pro season, literally jumping from AA to the majors. The only time he had at the AAA level was this year. Pitch will be in there for a strike. Defoe, a couple of hits, 8 at bats, and 2 RBIs in the series against the Orioles. Here in this ballpark, he's had only the 2 hits in 13 at bats against those pitching. Peterson in at third base. Pitches in. 1-1.
Yeah, I like that pitch too. Really doing a good job moving that fastball around, cutting it in on the lefties, cutting it away from the righties, but that's what you like to see. Out, in, changing speeds, using the changeup. He's mixing in the breaking ball. A good start.
1-1 delivery again off the end of the bat. He was striding a little bit towards first on that, and the pitch was going away, so he was looking for something inside, and Hess worked him away, so he couldn't get the barrel on it.
Yeah, pops that nice cut fastball in there with some good velocity, so that kind of gets in a hitter's head. Say, wow, I'm not going to be able to get to that. I better cheat a little bit. Nice call by Cisco with the changeup away.
That one's going to go to left field. That'll be a base hit. Boy, he had to go up the ladder. Defoe did in order to get that, but he did. So Defoe is on with a single with 2 down.
Yeah, that's just 2 strikes. Do not let the ball get to the catcher's mitt. Elevated pitch right here, and he's just put the bat on the baseball. Well, not even a swing, more of a half swing, serving it up over Peterson's head at third base.
That's a 6-game hit streak now for Defoe. So he's on at first base. Severino doing the catching again, had an 0 for 4 in the ball game last night, and that's what he is for the series. 2 away. Pitch right in the strike zone, taken. Strike 1. They love Severino defensively. Question is, what's he going to give him offensively? And to put some numbers up. Matt Wieters at the ballpark today, and a chance to talk with Matt before the ball game briefly. He hopes to be back before the All-Star break. That's had a hammy problem. There he is right there in the dugout. Former Oriole catcher. He was talking with a lot of his former teammates, and with John Russell, the Oriole bench coach, who spent so much time working with him while he was catching here. So we hope Matt is able to stay on track and be back in their lineup before the All-Star break.
Yeah, a couple injuries to start the season off. Had an oblique second day into the season.
Ground ball will go to short. Manny on a 3-hopper is going to go to first with it, and we'll get it there in time. Severino retired. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left on, no score. Half mast tonight. Governor Larry Hogan ordering that today, honoring Sergeant Edison Herman of the Maryland National Guard, a retired Air Force member who died during the Ellicott City, Maryland floods here that took place this past weekend, and did so in trying to help a woman in a rescue effort and got swept away by the water. Tragic. I mean, absolutely tragic and heroic effort, and he is remembered with the flags at half staff for this game. Scherzer ready to go back to work. Infield will shift around. Strike taken, outside corner. Jonathan Scope, couple of hits, 11 at bats against the right-hander. 1 for 8 in this series. 0-1 delivery, went a little further outside and got Scope to go after it. Max Scherzer, tough all the way around. We talk about how counts go up as innings go on for most pitchers. Scherzer's not most pitchers. 0-2, swing and a miss. 3 pitches all the way, and gets his second strikeout.
And the power slider look like from Scherzer here? How about a couple fastballs up and away? And there's the nasty slider working down and away. Take a look at the angle he creates. He starts on the third base side of the rubber. He's got a 3/4 arm slot, sometimes a little bit lower. He has unbelievable success against right-handed hitters, and that is why. Power sweeping slider there, down and away. He has pretty good command as well.
Right-handers hitting 162. Swing and a miss. Another one of those pitches. Trumbo, designated hitter. Couple of hits, 6 at bats in the series. 1 for 14. Lifetime off Scherzer. 0-1 count with 1 down. That one up a little bit. Tried to drive it. Scherzer gets ahead 0-2.
A pretty good pass on a good fastball, 95 on that inner third. Scherzer will see a swing like that, and at times he'll just say, all right, nice cut on my fastball. How about trying to hit 97 right now? So he just rears back and just chucks it after he sees good cuts like that.
Set up, down and away. The 0-2 delivery is going to be muscled to second base. Defoe with a fine play. Records the out. And to go down and stay down on that ball. Maryland Lottery contestant of the game, Colin Foster Sr. from Baltimore. $500 for being selected. $500 more for every Orioles home run hit tonight. Play home run riches. Scratch-offs went up to $50,000. Or enter non-winning tickets for a chance to be the contestant of the game. Visit mdlottery.com/home run. Colin, good luck. Orioles have had only 1 home run in this series. Nationals have had 3. Scherzer with 2 down, nobody on. Foul back, Chris Davis. Davis with some of the better numbers in the lineup. He and Adam Jones lifetime against Scherzer. 9 for 27. That's real good, including 1 home run. Right-handers 0-1. Popped it up left side. Not a lot of people over there. Rendon giving chase. Long run. It'll be out of play.
A little surprised by those numbers because Scherzer, I mean, he'll flip everything up to the lefties. You're going to see the changeup. You're going to see the slider, the big curve. He's going to move his fastball around. Really tough on the lefties as well. That was the whole kitchen sink at him.
Some of the best numbers for any pitcher off the fastball. Hitters are hitting 142 off his fastball. That's going to be a base hit into left field. So Chris goes the other way. He'll make the big turn and will stay at first base. Soto gets it in, and the Orioles have their first base runner.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2 strikes. Scherzer challenging with a high fastball. Davis staying on top of it, pulling the hands inside, and a nice clean single going the other way. Scooting down that left field line.
It's pretty good off a guy who right-handers hit everybody hits 142 off the fastball, second lowest in the majors, and Chris Davis comes up with a hit on it. So Davis on at first base. Trey Mancini back in the lineup, getting a break last night. 0 for 4 in the series. 0 for 3 off Scherzer. Pitch will be foul back.
Now we're talking about the starting pitchers, the highest swinging strike rate versus right-handers, and of course Scherzer leading the way at 20.4. Talked about Bundy in last night's ball game. He's big on the swing and miss with that power slider, but with Scherzer, it's about moving that big fastball around, the slider, even the changeup now coming more into play against the right-handed hitters.
A 1 delivery on the way to him and came back inside. Set Trey up for that pitch, and it goes to 0-2.
Well, that was his change right there, and we're seeing it more and more here last 8 or 10 years. Pitchers throwing that change up right on that inside corner. The big fastballs causing guys to leave early. That front hip flying open. Scherzer recognizes that and pulls the string on the change.
0-2 count. Davis on at first base, set up, down and away, and that's right where he put it, right into the middle. So Scherzer gets his 3rd strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on, and no score. So far from this rookie, our Major League Notebook, Dave Martinez.
What surprises me most is that you look at him and he doesn't act like a 19-year-old. He really doesn't. I mean, he does things really, really well. I mean, like today he stole third base, and we asked him, hey, what made you go? And he says, I was sitting there and I was timing him, and he did the same thing over and over again. I decided, hey, you know what, I can do this, and he ran. So, what 19-year-old guy that does that and just applies it and goes with it.
Yeah, good stuff right there. And I'll tell you, the one thing that I think everybody at the major league level is seeing, some of the young players that are coming up, they get exposed in these showcase tournaments, and it's all about the power arm, how far can you hit it, and they don't come up with the natural instincts of the game of baseball that you learn in your backyard playing sandlot and stuff. Well, it's so refreshing to see some young players come up. Manny has those natural instincts. Of course, Harper does. Soto as well. You heard it from the manager.
Yeah, and talking with Dave Martinez before the game today, interesting. Bryce Harper has become his mentor. He says he watches everything Harper does in the outfield, movement, how he plays people, talks to him about hitting, talks to him about opposing pitchers, and Harper is moving him along at the major league level. It's nice to hear a veteran of Harper's distinction working with this youngster. Soto will take the breaking ball down low. He grounded out his first time up. No score in the ball game. We're in the third inning. David Hess a walk and a strikeout so far. Juan Soto with the defense straight up against him, and he's got power. 2-2, and that will go to first, foul side of the bag.
Yeah, they're a different type of players, I think, and just touching on it, they're the gamers, and then they're the showcase guys, and managers love the guys with these instincts, doing things on their own, understanding the game, what pitchers are doing, picking up little details to help yourself, help your team take advantages throughout the course of a ball game.
Soto thought he had never led off a ball game before. There was some research done. Apparently he may have done it once. 2016 with the Auburn Double Days, a short season team. Research shows he had one at bat as a leadoff hitter.
There you go.
And forgot about it. That'll be fouled off.
It was probably back when he was, 16 or something,
probably
right?
15 years old, right? He's only 19 now.
Yeah.
And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Well, he was voted by Baseball America as the most disciplined hitter in the Washington National system last year.
Wow.
2-ball, 2 strikes.
And that's one of the hardest disciplines in the game.
Yep. He will take the pitch inside. We've noted how he does not chase. I mean, here in this series, we don't get a chance to see him that often, but the pitches that aren't there, he spits on. 3-ball, 2-strike count, 9th pitch of the at bat. Hess will get it into him up high, foul tip, held on to, and the second strikeout for David Hess.
Well, you like to see that, moving the fastball around. If you can pitch with your fastball, you can pitch at the major league level here. The high fastball just up above the belt. Yeah, looking pretty good to Soto, but the life through the top of the zone gets him, and he wonders where the heck did that ball go? Stuck in Cisco's mitt.
So the leadoff man retired all 3 innings. Turner had a base hit. His first time up. 11-game hit streak now for Trey Turner in that number 2 spot. Yes, will again go to the outside part of the plate at an easy 94.
Yeah,
0-2.
that is a nice pitch. It's got some nice cut action, just riding through the zone, cutting across the plate, and he hasn't missed that outside corner with it.
And that'll be close, not quite. Red Sox got a win today. They've won 3 in a row now. They beat Toronto. Toronto is really struggling. As Eduardo Rodriguez got the win, the former Orioles gone 6-1. Kimbrel got his 18th save. 1-2 deliveries in the dirt. JD Martinez stays hot, 2 for 4. He got his 12th home run. Nunez went 2 for 4, a homer and a couple of RBIs. The Red Sox 6-4 over the Blue Jays. 2-ball, 2-strike count. That'll go to right, and it'll stay up. Line drive. Joey Rickert, plenty of time to get there. 2 down. This season at Oriole Park, the kids cheer free. Bring young Oriole fans ages 9 and under to the ballpark free of charge. Every adult with the purchase of the game ticket in the upper deck is invited to bring up to 2 children free. And while you're at the ballpark, check out the new and improved Kids Corner featuring the Birdhouse. For tickets, Orioles.com/kids free. And lots of them on hand and lots more to come with schools getting done here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Out to enjoy the ballpark.
Yep. Next generation right there.
2 down. Whoa. That could only be Bryce Harper.
Well, Hess got him. First AB started him off with a fastball painted on the outside corner. Harper thinking, I'd probably try it again. Young kid. It's a changeup on the outer edge. Perfect location once again. Get big Bryce Harper swinging through.
Leads the National League. 17 home runs. Foul back. And you talk about some superlatives in our Major League notebook. Take a look at these. Harper Machado updated. Almost the same number of games. Batting average is the same. Home runs, not a big difference there. Harper a little lead. The RBIs very close. And there you see the years and days of service, almost exactly the same. They are tracking.
They sure are.
One another's numbers. 0-2 pitch will be up high.
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff right there. Man.
I keep wondering in the free agent market, you never know how it's going to go. Nobody does here, but they're both available. Will one want to wait for the other to see what the price is going to be? Because it's going to be high.
Yeah.
1-2 delivery. Hess will bounce that one. And the count goes 2-2.
Yeah, a lot of talk about those two. A couple of the best young players, and it's because of their age that you hear all these long-term deals. You know, the big money, 10 years getting flipped out there. The numbers they've put up in such a short period of time, you just expect both of them to be potential Hall of Famers.
Yep. Inside. That's what I heard today from someone who knows. Scott Boras asking for a 10-year deal for Bryce Harper. That's what they're going to go after. Long-term deal. For Manny, not a lot of discussion about the terms, more about the ball clubs he might go to than it has been about the terms, but it'll be long. 3-2 delivery lifted in the air to left field. Going back, Trey Mancini, and goodbye home run. Add another $1. He gets it on a 3-2 with 2 down here in the 3rd inning. And Harper now with 18 home runs. 4 lifetime against the Orioles, and all 4 have been hit in this ballpark.
Yeah, really a game of adjustments. And Bryce Harper, the batting average, not too good, but the power certainly is. 18th home run of the year. Get a fastball up at the top of the zone, and he keeps that front hip and front shoulder closed here. He knows that the Orioles have been targeting away, and he stays on it and drives it to left field. Typical Harper home run with that serious altitude.
So the Nationals get on the board and a 1-0 lead. Harper now has 40 RBIs, tied for 3rd in the National League. First ball hitting outside of first base over near the dugout, and it will end up behind it. First row, nice catch. Rendon's foul ball caught with a man in white. And a 1-strike count. So the Nationals here in this series out homering the Orioles now 4-1. That is the 5th home run allowed this season by David Hess, and 2 by left-handers. 0-1. That's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1-strike count. Rendon drew a walk his first time to the plate. Thank goodness for the screen. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Yeah, they're all happy about it.
Real happy. Never will say a bad word about the screen again. And look who's sitting right there behind it. Kids eating, talking, playing. Major League Baseball did the right thing.
Yes.
1-2 delivery. Chopped foul the other way.
Good fastball there. I mean, Hess driving that fastball down in the bottom of the zone. His best pitch right now.
Take a little break, warm up the baseball as Rendon stands out of the batter's box. He's hit safely now, 6 of the last 8, 10 for 33. That ball in the air to left field. That's going to be tough to catch up to. Mancini over won't. It'll take a hop off the wall. And Rendon is on with a light swing double.
Yeah. A little breaking ball staying on the plate. 2 strikes. Gonna bury this one, but Rendon staying short. Really short, compact swing. Take a look right here. A little direct to the baseball. Not much weight going forward. It's a 2-strike approach for sure. Actually reaching down there and letting go of the bat with the one hand to keep that bat head through the zone long enough to square up the breaking ball. Finds himself out at second base with 2 outs.
So an RBI opportunity with 2 away, as the designated hitter Matt Adams will stand in. Adams flied out to right field his first time up. Another power hitter. And the pitch will be taken away for a ball. Over the last 6 for Adams, hitting .381. He has had a couple of home runs in those half-dozen ball games. Adams has never homered against the Orioles. 1-0 count. Big lead at second base. Pitch will be there for a strike.
Good heater. Nice quick short arm right there from Hess. Sometimes these hitters, it looks like they're guessing on Hess right there. A good fastball, catching a lot of the plate. They didn't even flinch.
Nope.
Just stood there watching it.
Shift on, scope way out in right field. 1-1 delivery. Fouls it right straight back. So David Hess gets ahead of him here. Ball and 2 strikes on Matt Adams. With a home run hit by Harper here in this inning, the Nationals have now homered in 10 consecutive ball games. They're using the home run, number 18 for Harper, with 2 down. One ball, 2 strike count. Adams trying to keep it alive for Reynolds on deck. Nine-iron shot, shallow left field. As Peterson goes back, and he will put it away for the out. So a run on a couple of hits, no errors, 1 left. Nationals up on the Harper homer.
By sharing a photo or video with hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
Back here at Camden Yards, cloudy skies. Good ball game and another tight one early on, at least 1-0. The Harper home run, 1-4-0, and the Orioles picking up 1 hit so far. Chris Davis with a base hit. Strike taken on the inside corner. Hess has walked 1, struck out 2. Scherzer has no walks, and he has struck out 3. Cisco, Rickard, and Peterson at the top of the order. First time Chance has had a chance to see this veteran right-hander.
Well, Scherzer not wasting any time. He is in attack mode. Only thrown 6 balls so far.
Swing and a miss and a pitch away, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, Cisco, he saw 3 of the pitches that Scherzer has to offer: a fastball, then a slider, and then the changeup. Devastating changeup. You see the grip right there. That 3/4 slot. It's got some fade down and away. Cisco out in that front foot.
Strikeout pitcher. He has had 71 games where he's had 10 or more strikeouts. That's the 10th most in Major League history, going back to 1913. Breaking ball, just going to miss inside. Joey Rickert 3 for 8 in this series, getting the start in right field. 11th time he's made the start in right for the Orioles. Scherzer with a 1-0 delivery. Scherzer and Severino seem to be getting on the same page here.
Yeah. He probably just said, well, just let me just throw whatever the heck I want. All right.
You catch it, I'll throw it. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way. Reminds me of a great story. Tom Seaver and Carlton Fisk, when they played for the White Sox together, had a game where they couldn't get on the same page, and Fisk walks out to Tom and said to Steve, what do you want to throw here? And Seaver said, I'll decide what I want to throw. You just go back there and catch it. So Fisk said, all right, I'm not giving you another sign for the rest of the game. And they didn't. Threw the whole game without a sign being given.
Oh, my.
1-2 delivery on the way is taken inside. That takes a pretty good catcher and a pretty good pitcher who keeps the ball about in the same spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Many you could go through a game without getting blasted in the mask or stuff go into the backstop on it. 2 ball, 2 strike count, 1 away. Peterson waiting on deck. Oh, gee. How much you going to do with that?
Yeah, it's nasty. It starts behind the right-handed hitter. It's the slider from the sidearm slot. Take a look. He starts on that third base side of the rubber. See that front hip kind of open up, a little flinch from Rickard. Here it is from behind the catcher. And there's that violent delivery. Spinning off hard the first base side. He knew he had strike 3.
So there are 2 down. Top of the order. Peterson flying out to center field his first time up. Takes a strike on the inside corner. That's something else Scherzer does a lot of. First pitch strikes 68%. That is the 9th highest percentage in the majors for first pitch strikes. 0-1 delivery on the way to him, and a check swing. Did he go? Nope. Jeff Nelson down at third base, the crew chief.
Now, before the game today, I was talking with the Nats bench coach Chip Hale, and it's always fun to just get some different insights on some players. And he was talking about Scherzer and said, boy, he's unbelievable. He's just a throwback, right old, from the old school. He's out running the streets after ball games. He's studying. And, you know, he goes out and throws his bullpen. He's got the opposing team's lineup, the next team he's going to face, and he actually faces them out in his bullpens. And look at Chip Hale, long time, well, really wasn't a great look at him. Somebody blocked it, but a long time major league player, and he's had an exceptional coaching career as well. Managed at the big league level. Bench coach this year.
2-1 delivery by Scherzer, fouled away. Scherzer comes in looking for his 150th win. He's 149 and 76 in his career. We were talking about the numbers. This second time through the lineup. 177 the first time average, 161 the second time, and 219 the third time. There's virtually no difference. 2-2 delivery on the way, an off-speed pitch, able to foul it back, keep the at-bat alive.
Well, that funky delivery and you know, that violent windup that he has, that helps his arsenal play up a little bit more, coming from the 3/4 slot. And we talked about how hard it is to pick up his pitches, especially the right-handed hitters. But he has 4+ pitches. He is a Hall of Fame pitcher for sure.
Well, there's number 6. So he strikes the side out here in the 3rd inning, protecting a 1-0 lead. 4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Back here at the ballpark, as he said, locks the youngsters on hand here tonight. And oops, sorry, Dad. Not me. No, I didn't touch you. I did not touch you. That kid on the other side of you did that. It was not me. Okay, well, that doesn't look very good, Dad. Perhaps you ought to go home and change clothes. I love it. Held his hands up. Not me. I didn't do that. In fact, I just pushed you. Wasn't me.
It was Johnny.
It was the other kid over there. Came around here. He pushed me back. Oh, my. Another tight ball game underway there at Camden Yards. And Reynolds against David Hess. Grounded out his first time up 0-2.
Slow breaking ball right there. He's done that a couple times to Reynolds to keep him off balance and, of course, off that fastball.
Shift on against Mark. Taylor and Defoe due up. Just reaches for that one to left Mancini. Carries pretty good. Gets the out. One down here in the 4th inning. Experience yoga at the yard, presented by Kaiser Permanente. Following the game on June 16th, the Marlins will be in town. Purchase a ticket, receive a ticket to the game, a post-game yoga session on the field conducted by Baltimore's own Holistic Life Foundation, and an exclusive Orioles yoga mat. Ticket packages exclusively available at Orioles.com/yoga. Taylor will take the pitch outside for a ball.
It's going to be a pretty big yoga studio here in Camden Yards.
It'll be fun. 1-0 delivery on the way. In the air, center. Jones puts it away, and there are 2 down. 10 runs have been scored by the Nationals in this series, including the Harper home run. 7 of the 10 have come with 2 down. So they picked up some big hits. It's not easy scoring runs with 2 away in an inning. Harper's home run came with 2 down here in the 3rd. And there are 2 down here. Defoe up, base hit. Zach Britton, rehab is beginning. He's just come into the ball game for Frederick.
All right.
Well, on his way back. 0-1 delivery on the way. In the air to right, not deep. That was off the end of the bat too. Scope is back, and he's got it. Good inning. 7 pitches by David Hess. Retires the side in order. 1, 2, 3. M&T due up. Jones, Manny, Scope. to lead it off here in the bottom half of the fourth.
Yeah, Adam Jones, tough act to follow, batting ahead of Manny Machado. Of course, Manny Machado, one of the best young hitters in the game, so they're going to be more aggressive attacking Adam Jones, and you better be ready for it, and Adam Jones is. How about 22 games hitting .356, had a high on-base percentage and slugging percentage, 5 home runs, got the 10 RBI, and 16 runs scored. Adam Jones taking advantage of this opportunity for sure. He's feeling pretty good about his swing. He's using the whole field. And I think just the fact that they're being aggressive attacking him is perfect spot for Jones. He never walks. He doesn't walk much at all, never in his career. So if they're in attack mode, he too is going to be in attack mode.
Scherzer goes to work here, having struck the side out in the third inning. Adam again with those big numbers coming in against Max Scherzer. 418 batting, 412. 448 batting average and the 4 home runs. Scherzer will miss on it. Count goes to 2-0. Adam has hit in 42 of the 50 games he's played against Washington. They've not been able to keep him off base. 2-0 delivery by Scherzer. Slides one down and away. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there. Sweeping across the plate. Actually starting at Adam Jones. Ending up on that outside corner.
Scherzer has won his last 7 decisions, bringing in the 8-1 record. 2 ball, 1 strike delivery coming. Up, 2-2.
That is nasty. 96 miles an hour. Almost that rise effect. And Darren O'Day targeting the top of the zone. Jenny Finch right there at 96 miles an hour.
2 ball, 2 strike count on Adam. Wow, another 9-iron shot to center. Taylor so fast, gets there in plenty of time to put it away, and Jones is retired. Maryland football season tickets are now on sale, starting at just $120. Visit umterps.com or call 1-800-I'm-a-Terp to purchase yours today. Maryland football, fear the turtle. 1 away, nobody on. Bring up Manny Machado, strikeout victim, his first time up. Manny trying to slow the pace down a little bit, staying out of the batter's box on Scherzer. Manny will take the pitch up and away. Manny among the top 10 in baseball with the fewest pitches seen per plate appearance. Manny comes up aggressive. About 3.34 pitches per plate appearance this year. Scherzer, 1 ball, 1 strike count. One is a heater up and in. 2-1.
Manny Machado, when he's hitting third in the order, we just talked about Adam Jones at second. Manny's hitting .329, 13 home runs and 37 RBI. He hasn't had a lot of protection, but he is hitting everything.
Foul tipped into the mitt. So Scherzer evens the count up 2-2. Manny's still leading the league with runners in scoring position at 419. Unfortunately, the Orioles have not had a lot of those chances during this 4-game losing streak. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Manny here at home, one of the better averages in the league, hitting at .367. That's 4th best. Mookie Betts leads the American League, hitting .405 at Fenway Park. Betts supposed to be back in the lineup tomorrow after missing this week's games. Scherzer will try it again on the 2-2. In the air to left. Soto ranges over near the line and puts it away.
Wow. Very rarely do we talk about some mistakes here, and Manny Machado smiling because Scherzer made a couple mistakes. Back-to-back sliders staying on the middle of the plate, being up by 2 strikes, and Manny just missing, popping that one up to left field. take a look. Now, he's up 2 strikes. He just threw a slider that he was upset about. Left it about the same spot, about the middle of the plate, and he got away with one there.
Here's Jonathan Scope. Jonathan goes after the first pitch. Jonathan, a strikeout victim in his only at bat. 2 for 12 now against Scherzer. Scherzer has been a predominant fly ball pitcher. He's divided it up pretty well here in this game. Of course, he's got 6 strikeouts. Gets ahead on the count here 0-2. So that's pretty good distribution.
Yeah, a couple ground balls, couple fly outs, 6 punch outs. He's moving it all over the place right now. And the power fastball 96-97 here in this inning.
0-2 up and in. He's averaging 6 2/3 innings per start. Nationals have 3 of the top 10 pitchers in all of baseball in innings pitched per start. Boy, what a job they have done while the offense has had to plug people in with the injuries. Their starting staff has mowed them down. That'll be outside of third base and foul. Count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they have some horses for sure. Scherzer leading the way. This is his 5th or 6th consecutive year over 200 innings thrown. I mean, he is a workhorse.
The National starters now since April 28 have allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in 27 of 28 games. 1-2 shift on against Jonathan. And Scherzer gets him. So he's got 7 strikeouts and retires the side in order. Playing at third base for the Jays. Pop-up comes. He thinks he's going to catch it. He hears a voice say something like, "I got it." It wasn't anybody in a Blue Jays uniform. They think it was Alex Rodriguez as he went by the play. Ooh, they called it a Bush League move on the part of A-Rod. Today, Howie remembered the play.
Jorge Posada hit a pop-up way up in the Sky Dome, and as I was settling under it, I was kind of getting my bearings, and I was like, man, it's up there, you know? And all I was wondering is if John McDonald was going to call it off. And then I heard something, back into my left, and so I let it go. And next thing you know, I turned around and the ball bounced, and I kind of realized that Alex Rodriguez had said something going by.
And I asked Howie today whether or not Alex ever said anything to him about the play, and he said nope, never said anything about it. They just avoided a scuffle because Matt Stairs was playing in that game, and Matt was furious. And then McDonald, the shortstop, was furious.
Absolutely.
And they were letting A-Rod have it.
Oh, definitely. And it's not the first time A-Rod done something like that. I mean, he tried to slap the ball out of first baseman's glove in the postseason. And, running behind it is. It's like, I was talking to Howie about it, too. He said, That never even happened in Little League.
No.
Guys don't do that stuff. So it was shocking to say the least. And then a couple veteran guys coming in and telling A-Rod, hey, man, what are you doing? Let's go.
So a moment relived by Howie today. One down, fly ball put away by Rickert, retiring Severino, the catcher, number 9 hitter. Soto, the leadoff batter, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Now 3 for 9 in the series. Ground ball foul. So Zach Britton, as we said, in rehab, working in the minors, worked an inning. A broken bat infield single, the only hit off him. He got 3 strikeouts through 17 pitches. First rehab game.
He's ready.
Shatter to bat, bring him up.
All right. See how he feels tomorrow. And get him in the lineup for Friday.
1-2 delivery on the way. Over the top, David Hess. That'll miss inside to Soto. Washington trying to get a sweep of this 3-game series against the Orioles. They have swept only once here in a 3-game series. That was back in 2007. 2-2 delivery on the way. Popped up behind second base. Manny's back. And he will put it away. Couple of quick outs. Hess moving along. PNC Minor League Instincts brought to you by PNC. No better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day.
Well, let's take a look at Seamus Curran down in Delmarva with the Shorebirds, getting off to a great start. Last 8 games, 414 with 6 extra base hits and how about 8 RBI. 8th round pick, 2015. Off to a sensational start. The Delmarva Shorebirds tearing it up right now. Manager Buck Britton doing a super job.
And a breaking ball by Hess taken for a strike. Here is Trey Turner. Base hit, first inning, 1 for 2, 11-game hit streak. He's had a single. Harper's had the home run. Rendon's had a double. And then they added that big run on the homer in that 3rd inning. So a run on 4 hits in the ball game for the Nationals. No runs, 1 hit, a Chris Davis opposite field single off Scherzer. 0-2 delivery by Hess. But Hess is hanging right there with the veteran Scherzer pitching wise.
Oh, he's doing a nice job. I love the way he's moving his fastball around. He's getting some nice outs at the top of the strike zone. A real good hard slider, softening things up with the slow hook. Looking really sharp right now.
And a 2-ball 2-strike count. You see the pitch count at 85.
You see that 7 that last inning. Pretty impressive. All in the strike zone. Scherzer much the same way, just in attack mode.
Scherzer 33, 3-time Cy Young Award winner. Hess 24. Hoping there'll be at least one of those in his career.
Right. Yeah, Scherzer back to back. Looks like he might it's a front runner right now for 3 in a row.
2-ball 2-strike count coming again. And the pitch taken down low. Corey Kluber got his 8th win today with the Indians, so he's 8-2. As Cleveland got the win over Chicago, the White Sox losing 9-1 in that ball game. 3-2 pitch towards the middle, stays up. Easy play for Adam, and another solid inning. 7 in a row set down by Hess. Nationals up by 1. PNC. Make today the day. And by Johns Hopkins Orthopedics. When you have a setback, we set you up for a comeback. Great look here at the ballpark. Bobby Dickerson talking to Jonathan Scope between innings.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan a little upset with his at-bats, how it's going right now, and Bobby just trying to settle it down.
Yeah, for sure. I know Bobby, Jonathan, Manny, they've been together for so long, almost like a father figure. Yeah, just to get him to settle down a little bit, see the ball a little bit better.
Bobby down there at third base, of course. Scott Coolbaugh, Oriole hitting coach, talking to Manny. As the Orioles try and find a way to get to Scherzer. No easy task. Trumbo, the DH, grounded out his first time up. He'll go after the pitch away. Home plate umpire Las Diaz will make the call on the check swing. Another one of those pitches that looked like it was going to be in the middle of the plate. You swing and the thing ends up in the other batter's box.
Yeah. Trumbo guessing dead red right there. Unfortunately, the slider coming into play. And you work the fastball up at the top of the zone. So strike one, probably the most important thing for Scherzer. And getting it with anything he wants. First pitch slider and then the high heat to Trumbo.
0-2 count. Trumbo will take the pitch down and away. Strikeouts this season for Scherzer. He has put up double digits in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. He's had double digits in strikeouts. 15 the high this year, and that came against Philadelphia. 1-2 delivery and a ground ball foul outside of third base.
Yeah, pretty amazing the strikeouts he can rack up. 115 punch outs. Doesn't even have 80 innings thrown right now.
Pitching coach can just kind of watch.
Yeah.
Not a lot you can say or want to say. 1-2 delivery on the way and make that 8 strikeouts.
A better finish there with the slider, sticking it on that outside corner, starting it on the dish. Let's take a look and see where it ends up. Staying on the dish on the outer third. Location pretty good though. And take a look at the release right there, working down and away. And Trumbo off balance as well on that front foot.
8 in a row retired by Max Scherzer since the Orioles only hit Chris Davis in the second inning. And the pitch taken by Davis down low for a ball. Scherzer has at least 1 strikeout in each inning of this ball game. Foul tipped. Orioles offense continues to struggle. 33 out of 55 games, 3 runs or less. More such games than any other team. 1-1 delivery down to first base. Mark Reynolds. He'll go to the bag and record the out. And there are 2 down. Well, we want to make sure all tweeters, Snapchatters, and Instagrammers join in for the first Birdland social event of the season. Tuesday, June 26, prior to the 7:05 game against Seattle. Special ticket packages, an exclusive pregame party on the center field roof deck include Richard Blyer, Emoji t-shirt, Q&A. The emoji t-shirt will come with it, and you get details at Orioles.com/BirdlandSocial.
There he is, Mr. Emoji himself.
Right there on the left. Social event of the year. 2 down. Trey Mancini, strikeout victim, his first time up. 1-0 count. Trying to work Scherzer, but he's throwing a lot of strikes. 1-1.
Yeah, he's not going to give a free pass. No way. I mean, he's just all over the plate right now. There's a handful of balls. He's trying to get the Orioles to nibble off the outer edge. He's throwing everything for strikes.
Scherzer gets ahead on the count again, 1-2. That Steve Molesky article we were talking about at MASNsports.com, a little rain coming down, talking about Trey Mancini, 13 games, hitting just $118 in those ball games, saying how he's just trying to do too much. Pitch will be taken down low. He told Steve, I think I've almost been searching too hard. I think I'm over analyzing. So that hasn't worked for me. And he said it was the toughest 2 weeks since I've been called up to the majors. The only time I can compare it to is the beginning of my time in Single A Frederick in 2015. Yeah. The night off last night. 2-2 delivery on the way. That'll go in to right. It'll stay up. Harper over to get it, and a 1-2-3 inning. He's retired the side in order, now 3 consecutive innings. The page with decision time. It's coming. The Orioles' first selection in the draft, 11th overall. It'll be the picks that have come under Dan Duquette. Those have had pitchers for the most part first round. 5 of the past 6 drafts, which they had a first round pick. MLB.com's latest mock draft had the Orioles selecting a right-hander, Cole Winn, out of Lutheran High School in California. That's just a guess, obviously. And after trading major prospects to land Sale and Kimbrel, Red Sox looking to shore up the farm system bats and arms. Draft a crucial one for Boston in trying to reestablish their farm system. That from MLB.com. And next week, the draft will be here.
Yeah, exciting time. You know, you hope the Orioles get what they're looking for. I mean, I like that guy's name, though. Hey, Win. That's what it's all about, right?
2 ends or 1, it doesn't matter. 14 out of 21 first pitches thrown by Hess have been in there for strikes. Harper walking it off. Shift on against him. Pops it up. Peterson. Long run. He was the only one over there. Puts it away. Harper, who had the home run, now 1 for 3, 1 down. Top of the 6th inning. Savor the flavors of Sarasota, Florida. From fresh seafood to world-class cuisine. Visit savorsarasota.com. Another outstanding performance for David Hess, and this is his 4th start. The walk and 2 strikeouts, putting the ball in play, getting outs against a real good offense. Anthony Rendon up. He has walked and doubled and fouled a long pitch to left.
Put on that first pitch breaking ball. That's strike 1. Yeah, David Hess looking really good right now. Got a nice mix going. He and Cisco on the same page. Really keeping this team off balance. No one mistake that 2-strike hanging changeup to Harper. That's it.
A 1 delivery outside. Talked about his year at Bowie last year. He led Double-A in innings pitched, 127. He had 85 strikeouts. Led Bowie in that. He was tied for the team lead in starts at 24, so he's worked innings. 1-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be fouled away. Certainly a pitcher who does not carry his emotions on his sleeve. There's very little emotional reaction out there.
Yeah, he's all about business right now. You know, getting the sign, executing the pitch, right back on that bump, letting it fly. You know, Roger McDowell likes saying it.
has a 1-2 count here with one away. It'll be inside. One home run in this ball game. Harper got it. Third inning, the only one up there on the board. Orioles have had 11 in a row, 10 in a row retired. Breaking ball will bounce. And another tight ball game. The Orioles lost last night. They have gone to a 3-8 in one-run games, while Washington is 7-10 in one-run affairs. There's Dylan Bundy. Just the mistakes last night were just enough. Ground ball to second base. Scope had to hustle that. He thought he had more time, and that was close. Rendon going down the line, just out, and there are two away. The Beltway Series on MASN brought to you in part by Miss Utility. Call 811 before you dig. It's the law. Saw a note on Dylan. He is the only qualifying major league pitcher with more than 10 strikeouts per 9 innings and allowing more than 2 home runs per 9 innings. Ball in the air to center field. Adam Jones coming on to get it. And he does. Another fine inning. 1, 2, 3. 3 in a row of those for Hess.
And a pitcher's duel. Yeah, David Hess making his 4th career start. How about Scherzer, his 308th career start, and both dealing nasty breaking balls right there. How about that one to get Mancini? Hess matching him, the high heat, about 94 miles an hour. Another nasty wrinkle there from Scherzer. It has been a pitcher's duel, to say the least. 1-0 right now. Nationals. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
1-0 lead. Hi, how you doing? You're looking good.
My brother spilled my dad's beer.
Yeah, and I got an ice cream in return, or maybe a yogurt. I'm not sure. No, I'm really excited. All right, the Orioles go against Scherzer. Cisco struck out first time up, followed by Rickert. Peterson due up. 10 in a row have been retired by each pitcher. So they're matching pitch for pitch. 0-1 delivery will be up high. 8 strikeouts for Scherzer, 2 for Hess, only 1 walk. David surrendered that back in the first inning to Rendon, and otherwise he's held him down. Harper home run, the only thing on the board. In the air to center. Taylor. Little breeze blowing out. He puts it away. For every Orioles walk, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributes $50 supporting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Light the Night Walk. 155 walks, total of $7,750. Care First encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Miguel Castro begins to warm up for the Orioles. In the air to center, that hit hard on the line. Diving, and the catch made by Taylor. A sinking line drive by Joey Rickard.
Man, a nice play right there. It might just come down to defense. Who's going to be able to make the big plays? And how about Taylor out there in center field? A quick freeze to recognize the baseball. What is it doing? It's sinking on him, and he turns on the Jets. Beautiful play right there. Oh, and then the second out. Max Scherzer, does he appreciate defense? Oh, yes, he does.
Michael Taylor, we've told you about his speed, and you see the difference it makes in the outfield on a play like that. There are 2 down. Ace Peterson will take the pitch inside for a ball. That's really the first big defensive play that we've had in the ball game.
Yeah, it sure has. A lot of easy outs here. A lot of pop fly outs, routine ground balls.
Off speed delivery. Gave it the full arm treatment. Scherzer did and had him out in front. Taylor's exciting to watch. He's one of those cover the whole outfield area outfielders. He gets a great jump. 1-1. 1-2.
Some paint right there. A couple good fastballs. Busted them in for strike 1. Painting away for strike 2. A lot of different ways to attack Peterson here. Peterson got to get in that prevent.
Jace Peterson, 2 down, 1-2. Forget the Orioles. Stay home. Big series coming up over the weekend as they move back into division play. Yankees in town tomorrow night. It'll be Andrew Kashner, who is 2-6, against Sonny Gray, 3-4. Gray has struggled. ERA 5.98. Yankee rotation has struggled. 1-2 delivery on the way, and that'll be fouled off and out of play.
Yeah, the Yankees still finding ways to win, though.
Yep.
Right? I mean,
offense.
Yeah, but even their offense been inconsistent. I mean, nobody's really tearing the cover off the ball except the bottom 3 in the lineup.
Yep.
Some of the young guys they've called up have really been explosive and changing the dynamic of that offense.
They're leading Houston tonight at Yankee Stadium 5-2 in the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strike count coming again. Wow. That's 9 strikeouts, retires the side in order. 13 in a row set down by Scherzer.
Spraying around the 4 hits, just the 1 earned run. The solo shot by Bryce Harper. A little hanging changeup with 2 strikes. Only 1 walk on the board for Hess. Couple punch outs, using his defense. Another exceptional start here for David Hess. Now, fans, regular oil changes at Jiffy Lube will help your vehicle's engine run cleaner, longer. Jiffy Lube, drive in today. Miguel Castro coming out of the O's bullpen. Been a horse for this team. This will be his 21st appearance. Picked up a win with a 2.81 earned run average. 32 innings of work already. Of course, Castro He is a versatile bullpen piece. Occasionally he'll get a spot start, but he can eat up some innings for sure. Opponents hitting .207 overall. The righties, tough luck against this slinging righty. 149 power fastball, 96, 97 miles an hour. Slider to go along with it. The lefty's getting him pretty good though at 310.
And Mark Reynolds will lead it off for the Nationals. We go to the 7th inning. 1-4-0 for the Nationals. 0-1-0 for the Orioles. Center field, Adam Jones checks on location and puts it away. A pitch and an out. One down. There are the folks. If you can't decide who to cheer for them both. Identical shirts made and hats to go with it. How about that? I love it.
There you go. It's fans of the game, right?
Yep. One away here in the 7th inning. Taylor, who made that fine catch in center. He has popped out and flied out. Castro will come way inside. Castro's second appearance against the Orioles. First one in this series. Light rain continues to fall. Those storms expected to move up from the south here in the next few days. I thought those clouds we had at the beginning of the game looked like the advance front.
Yeah.
Had big dark clouds rolling by tonight. Here's the shift. Taylor, the 2-0 delivery. Defensively in center.
Well, let's take a look at this play. Statcast looking in center field. Quick little freeze right there. 3.3 seconds to get to this baseball. It's a bullet. He covered 39 feet. It's all about quick decisions. He made the right one coming down with that second out.
Takes a 3-0 pitch inside. It's only the second walk surrendered in the game. The Nationals have picked up both. This one with one away. Last weekend, the Orioles wore specially designed Memorial Day jerseys and caps. Visit Orioles.com/auctions to bid on these autographed and authenticated game-worn paraphernalia, including both the home version and road version of the jerseys. All proceeds benefit the Fort Meade Alliance. Bidding closes Sunday at 10. Orioles.com/auctions. One down, one on. Tight game, 7th inning. Base stealer, Taylor on at first. Defoe, a single, popped out at the plate. Takes it, backed out of the batter's box actually on that one. And a 1-0 count. 25-year-old out of the Dominican, playing with the Nationals over the past 3 seasons, up and down. Stepped out again. He wasn't going to swing on either of those. 1-1.
A little surprise right there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nationals did a little hit and run, trying to put something in action here. Tight ball game at the end on the road. Definitely want to push another run across.
Taylor, good lead, won't go. Pitches up and away. 2 ball 1 strike count. Kind of acted on those first 2 pitches like he was giving the runner a chance to go.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Quite possibly. Of course, you got a left-handed bat up there. You got a big hole on that side. Most managers want to let those lefties hook one through there.
Yeah. 2 ball 1 strike count. Snap throw over. Taylor gets back. Taylor always gets a big lead. Always has extra step. Popped up third, and it'll head to the seats and out of play.
Yeah, it almost looks like he's always wanting to steal the base, kind of creeping out there. And just that kind of move, those subtle moves out there, a little antsy with that front leg. And that gets in the head of the middle infielders as well. They might be cheating, kind of anticipating a stolen base attempt, so making sure they can cover second base. And that helps the hitter as well. So those little kind of moves, those are little subtle details in the game.
That'll go to Manny. Not hit hard at all. He'll flip with the glove. One scope, not in time. Just too much speed with the base runner, and a ball not hit hard at all. Good job to get the out at second base.
Yeah, it was, and this is a great example of something Manny has really picked up on this year. Not good at coming and getting the baseball early on in the season, but has made the adjustment. Speed of the ball, speed of the runner, soft hit right there, coming in and almost taking it off the grass. Take a look, getting it just on the edge, and that quick backhand feed with the glove. Nice play by Machado. Just the fact that he came up to get it gave the team a chance at a double play.
Rain picking up a little bit, swirling around. Some of the folks head for cover. Runner on at first base, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Severino. He has grounded out and flied out. 0 for 6 in the at-bats that he's had in this series. Base stealers 2 for 4 off Castro. Cisco's thrown out 9 of 28. Big percentage. Breaking ball is going to miss outside. Defoe now the base runner at first base, and Castro concentrating on the batter. We are in the 7th of a 1-0 game. Bryce Harper home run, 3rd inning has been the difference. Great pitching. 1-1, that's to the hole. That'll go through for a base hit. Mancini will play it on the wet grass, and with 2 down, there are runners on at first and second base to turn the order over. Orioles baseball at Masson, brought to you by Ocean City. No end to the fun you'll have at Ocean City. Plan your trip today at OCOcean.com. And by the University of Maryland Medical System. Be a part of something greater. Gary Thorne and Mike Borda, great to have you with us. Game 3. Nationals trying to win their 6th in a row and sweep the Orioles. Orioles trying to get out of a 4-game losing streak. Leadoff batter Juan Soto, 0 for 3. Soto will take the pitch on the inside corner for a strike.
I like that first pitch changeup from Castro, and the ability to mix up pitches, confidence in the secondary pitches, able to steal some strikes. Most hitters up there trying to get on that big Castro fastball.
Ooh, fooled him on that one.
Another changeup. Beautiful pitch.
Gets ahead quickly, 0-2. Soto's only had 5 chances in his limited time with the big club with runners in scoring position. He has gone 1 for 5 in these situations. Runners off first and second. He will step out. Oh, 2. Way inside. Nice stop made right there. Cisco had to glove it.
Boy, that's a big play. Yeah, so many of these plays by catchers really go unnoticed. Potential game-saving play right there by Cisco. Nice backhand pickup. A yanked fastball by Castro, and he's up looking to get that 3rd out.
1-2 count. Oh, a fair ball down the left field line. Mancini over to get it. Defoe will score. An RBI single, just putting the ball in play. Soto gets it, and it is a 2-0 Nationals lead.
Wow, you talked about 2-out lightning from this Nationals team. They're doing it again. And Soto up to the same tricks. That 2-strike approach right there. Just putting the bat on the ball, and good things will happen. It does again for this young man. How about that nasty pitch? That ball's a good 1.5 feet off that outside corner, and somehow finding some outfield grass and an RBI on the end.
Well, he continues his great early performance, and a 2-0 lead. Donnie Hart came up today for the Orioles, is now up in the bullpen. Soto gets his 4th RBI in his 10th game, and it's a big one here in the 7th inning. To give the Nationals a 2-0 lead, and the inning not done yet. Severino down at second. Soto on at first. Both runs coming with 2 down in the game. And now they have scored 8 out of 11 runs in this series with 2 away.
Man.
The Nationals 1 for 3 with runners in scoring position. They've got another one out there at second and 1 at first. 2 down. Dangerous hitter Turner. 11-game hit streak continued with a single in the first. He is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Trey Turner will take a pitch for a ball.
Well, the lefty's kind of getting to Castro here in this inning. Really the tough spot.
Yep.
Castro trying to find ways to get through some lefties in the lineup, and they catch him for 1 run. Could be a potential big one.
Slider's going to miss outside. 2-0. Trey Turner in these situations this year, 247. I take that back. 214. 214 with runners in scoring position. 2-0 count here. Runners off first and second, way outside. And he goes 3-0, and you got Harper waiting on deck.
Man, don't want that. Well, he lost the command with Taylor. He's on 4 straight up and in. Here, having a hard time with Turner.
No way he's going to swing here. 3-1. He's trying to get him loaded up for Harper if he can get a walk or bring in another run from second. Severino, not particularly fast, lead runner. 3-1 delivery on the way. Ground ball to third. Takes a big hop. Second base and a nice scoop to get the out. Jonathan Schoop coming across to handle that, as Peterson on a tough angle buried that one in the dirt, and Jonathan Schoop had to go down to get it and keep his foot on the bag, and comes up with it and gets the out. They're reviewing it. You see Soto saying, "I was safe," but he was not. 7th inning stretch time. Our Ram doo-up, Jones, Machado, and Schoop. Authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Celebrating 7th inning stretch time in her own unique way. It's a wonderful world she lives in, and too bad we all can't be there. Pitch will be a check swing down the line. We were just looking on that Soto RBI base hit on the pitch track. The thing was about 2 feet
was
out of the strike zone.
Yeah, it really was a changeup that just kept pushing away and away and away. You know, the first game of the series, we talked about Soto's approach with 2 strikes. It's one thing to be able to handle pitches on the plate with 2 strikes, but my gosh, when you got to cover 1.5 feet, and he does, slaps it out there and picks up an RBI. He's living right.
It was a big run. 0-1 delivery on the way. Scherzer still out there. No walks, 9 strikeouts, 1 hit. Chris Davis, a 2-out single in the 2nd inning. It's the only hit the Orioles have. He's retired 13 in a row. Hess left the game, having retired the last 10 that he faced in the ball game. 0-2 the count on Adam. He's grounded out and flied out. Which will be taken down low. He has one complete game. Scherzer does, to his credit this year. It's been pretty efficient in getting the outs here in this ball game. 1-2. Adam, he had to dig that one out of the catcher's mitt and fouls it back.
Yeah, good swing. High fastball. Healthy cut. Level swing through that. You drop the bat head at all, and that 95 is going to get by you. Adam has stayed so short here recently, especially with 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way. Ground ball, chopped at. Defoe. Ooh. Reynolds stayed on the bag. Nice play to get the out, and they're all big plays now. Well, it's a whole new ball game with RBI Baseball 18. RBI Baseball 18 delivers an all-new franchise mode and much more. RBI Baseball 18 is available now. Learn more at rbigame.com. Rated E for everyone. Manny up. He has struck out and flied out. Scherzer had a complete game shutout against Atlanta in start number 3 in the year. No runs, 2 hits, 9 innings in that ball game. Struck out 10. That ball down the line into the corner. Manny on his way to second base, taking a look to see where it is, and he's got a double.
There you go. Nice piece of hit by Manny Machado, picking up his 15th double, and I'm telling you, staying inside the baseball is the key. Take a look at Manny's barrel and hands, pulling the hands in tight, letting that barrel drag through the zone. Tough slider starting right at Machado, and he stays inside it and whistles it down that right field line. Almost gets out to the wall. Harper retrieving it, but a little too late right there as Manny walks into second base. Finally getting somebody into scoring position.
It's his 31st extra base hit. He is 5th in the league in that department. Now here's Jonathan Scope, runner at second. Orioles' second hit. The 85-mile-an-hour delivery had him out in front. Jonathan has struck out twice. Manny on at second. Orioles 1 for 8 in the series with runners in scoring position. Their first chance in the ball game tonight. Scherzer, the high set, the 0-1. Same pitch, same result.
Oh, goodness. Nasty changeup right there. Jonathan Scope has seen some filthy pitches. This arm speed exceptional. 83 miles an hour, though. I mean, he's taken about 14 miles an hour off his fastball.
Keeps the same pace up. Runners on or nobody on. 0-2 with a look back. Scope goes down swinging. Strikeout number 10. 3 have come against Jonathan.
Wow. First pitch slider. Second pitch nasty changeup at the bottom of the zone, and then he brings the noise up to the top, moving it around on Jonathan Scope. They just have no idea what's coming next. 3 pitches. Scope goes down.
So that's his 72nd career game with 10 or more strikeouts. There are 2 down, a runner on at second base. Trumbo, potential tying run at the plate. 0 for 2. And we outside for a ball. Mark is now 1 for 16. Lifetime against Scherzer. .33-year-old right-hander after win number 9. The 1-0 came back in, but not far enough. And the count will go to 2-0 on Trumbo. Chris Davis waiting on deck.
You expect Trumbo to let one fly right here. Look up in the zone, stay on top, drive one to the big part of the field. Trumbo's got to get that home run swing going.
Manny pretty much given free rein at second with 2 down. Scherzer's 2-0 delivery on the way, and Trumbo will take that up and in. So a 3-0 count. Scherzer hasn't had those in the game.
No, he hasn't fallen behind to anybody. Interesting situation here.
Give Trumbo a green light.
Absolutely.
Longbow tie it up.
I'm giving him 3 shots. Let it fly.
Scherzer ready, and the 3-0 delivery on the way, and that'll be in. Not close. So there's the first walk surrendered by Max Scherzer in the ball game. Now the Orioles get the potential go-ahead run to the plate in Chris Davis. 2 on, 2 down.
Now Chris Davis had a beautiful swing in his first at bat, staying inside the baseball, shooting at the left field. He really has to keep that same approach. If he comes off the ball at all, Scherzer's going to recognize that and expose him. Want to stay inside, pull the hands in. Don't try to do too much off Scherzer. Take that approach that Machado did.
With the base hit tonight, Davis is now 10 for 28. 29 off Scherzer with 1 home run. 2 down, runners at first and second base. Partial shift on, not all the way around. Chris will follow back. Nationals will leave their shortstop, Trey Turner, on the shortstop side of second base. Trying to take away some of the middle, maybe something to do with the fact Davis got that base hit to left field in the second inning.
Yeah, it looks like that whole infield kind of spread out and getting as deep as possible. Only needs that force out at any base.
0-1 delivery by Scherzer will be inside. Nobody has been up at the bullpen tonight for the Nationals. Hart and Blyer. Hart's been up once before. Blyer joins. 1-1 delivery on the way, and he again goes back to that off-speed pitch with that big follow-through. 1-2.
Yeah, that's a Bugs Bunny changeup for sure. So 94, 95 miles an hour fastballs, and this turning over the changeup almost like the screwball effect, pushing it away from Davis and taking a good 12 miles an hour off the heater.
1-2. Runners at first and second. Orioles down 2-0. Scherzer's delivery to him and struck him out, and he pounds his glove. 11 strikeouts in the ball game. It remains 2-0.
Now third inning here, and Harper getting a changeup with 2 strikes. It's up and out over, and he rocks it. Solo shot, his 18th home run of the season. Get the Nats on the board against Hess. Certainly Hess's only mistake in the ball game.
Hurry to your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. To the bullpen.
And Donnie Hart now coming into the ball game. Be his 4th appearance. Just called back up. Danny Valencia on paternity leave. And Donnie Hart, pretty good numbers here since coming back. 2.45 earned run average in 3 2/3. Got a couple punch outs. Scattering the 5 hits. See the opponent's hitting 294. The righties up a notch at 429, but doing a pretty good job against the lefties. 200.
And it will be Bryce Harper whom he will face with the home run you saw. 1 for 3 in the ball game. 4 for 11 in the series. 2 home runs, 2 RBIs against the Orioles. Hart will wield that one in for a strike. Harper has faced Hart 0 for 3 with a strikeout off the Oriole left-hander.
And Donnie creates a tough angle on the lefties. He's way over on that first base side. Oh, man, it's coming from behind. Harper right there.
He's had 4 appearances for the Orioles, 16 games at AAA Norfolk. He's 1-0 at AAA, 5 saves, 3.05 ERA, 7 walks, 23 strikeouts. 5 for 6 in those save opportunities with the Tides. 1-1. Harper taking that big cut. 76-mile-an-hour pitch.
Yeah, actually probably recognizing the spin when it's right at his front hip. And then deciding to pull the trigger, but it ends up on that outer third. Nice pitch, great location from Donnie Hart.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Outfield blowing a bit towards right at the moment. Pitch will be outside. At AAA, the left-handers hit 235 off him, and the right-handers 268. So Donnie back with the big club. And a 2 ball, 2 strike count on Harper. Rendon will be on deck. Then Adams. Harper goes after it and pops it up. Peterson back. Trey Mancini in. Mancini calls last minute. Don't need to re-injure that knee. Peterson went down, get out of the way. And they get the out.
Right. Yeah, Peterson went back there, had his arms waving a little bit, but I think Mancini had different ideas. Chasing him off the ball, but Peterson just dropped it down, taking a knee, and Mancini almost flipped over the top. Fortunately able to record the out.
Trey gets it. And Peterson didn't. Either the ball or the knee. 1 down. Rendon a double, a walk, and he is grounded out. And the pitch will be taken away. Anthony Rendon at 265. Wright Jr. up in the bullpen. Miguel Castro worked an inning, a run on 2 hits. 1 walk, no strikeouts. 1 run charge to David Hess, the Orioles starter, and 1 to Castro. Runs hard to come by last night. The 3-2 win, and tough to come by here. That ball hit high and deep. It'll be played by Joey Rickard. He was over there in that alley, and that's why Rendon is out of there. 2 down.
Yeah, nice play by Joey Rickard. Pretty good swing by Rendon, backing it up and shooting it to right center. Take a look here. Gap and filled up by Rickard. Nice play.
So 2 away, nobody on. Full shift here against Matt Adams. Adams 0 for 3 in the game, 3 for 12 in the series. Left-handers at the major league level against Donnie have had a couple of hits in 14 at bats, including the Harper fly ball out. 2 for 14. Adams 227 off left-handers, 283 off right-handers. Hart's delivery will miss inside. Little light rain falling again off and on, this time a little harder, moving folks back. We are in the 8th inning. Here's the 2-0 delivery on the way, taken, and a strike on the inside corner.
I think Adams just trying to get a look at Donnie Hart, pick up his release point. I've seen 3 pitches, now pretty good idea. He's seen a couple breaking balls in the fastball.
On the 2-1, Got it in on the fist, fouled it off. 20,370 announced attendance at the ballpark tonight. 2370. Yankees here tomorrow to open up the weekend set. You don't see the Orioles tomorrow. It'll be Andrew Kashner, Sonny Gray, Gosman, Cobb, and Bundy scheduled to go. Tanaka, German, and Sabathia for the Yankees. Moved that one away, and he somehow got a foul tip off it.
Man, after a fastball in off the inside corner, working a slider away. That's some pretty good plate coverage. Take a look at the pitch cast there. Fourth pitch, working hard in, well off the inside corner. And got a piece of that one and the fifth pitch.
Matt Adams 2-2, bases are empty. Off speed delivery, popped up. Coming in Peterson, Hart. Peterson will get there in time, put it away. So Donnie Hart, 1-2-3. We go to the bottom half of the eighth. Opportunity in that last at bat.
Yeah, Orioles had a great chance. Machado hit a double. Trumbo walked. There were 2 outs and 94-mile-an-hour fastball up for strike one. Just missing the cheese on the inside corner. Good changeup and then backs it up. Back-to-back changeups. There you see how he turns it over. Looks like it's going to be a knee-high fastball, but dropping off the table to get Chris Davis. Scherzer's been exceptional again tonight.
And he stays on. Working here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. And the pitch will be a strike on the outside corner. 102 pitches thrown. We told you he's been throwing a lot of pitches here in recent games, at least by modern day standards. Ground ball to second. That got chopped. Nice play. Defoe. I'm sure he get a handle on that. Get a little wet here with that rain coming down. Hope you'll join us again tomorrow. 4-game weekend set begins with the Yankees in town. Andrew Kashner against Sonny Gray. Our coverage on Masson begins at 6:30 with those extra. Presented by Southwest. Game coverage at 7. All the access you need right here on Masson. So Collins up at the bullpen. I think it's the left-hander, and Wright is ready to go for the Orioles. Pitch will be in there for a strike. I mean, Scherzer looks no different now than he did in the first inning. Throwing the same pitches, same velocity.
Yeah.
The only question mark is when he walked Trumbo in that 7th inning. The only walk he surrendered. Came in with heat. He's got the angle. Third baseman in foul territory. Rendon puts it away.
Yeah, not leaving a lot of pitches on the plate tonight, and mixing it up enough to keep him off the fastball. I mean, this is how Scherzer's won back-to-back Cy Youngs. He won 3 in his career. He knows how to get it done.
121 pitches is his season high. He is coming off ball game where he threw 114 against Miami. 4 runs, 7 hits over 6 in that ball game. He has won 7 consecutive decisions. 0-1 the count. Joey Rickard. Rickard batting ninth, 2 down, nobody on. We'll take the pitch outside for a ball. Kinsler now in the bullpen. Chance for a save in this ball game potentially. The score stays the same. 1-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be their first strike on the inside corner. He had the complete game against Atlanta for 9, worked 7 innings against Colorado, 7 against Arizona, 7 against the Dodgers 2 starts ago, and is now trying to finish up the 8th inning here in this game. 1-2 delivery.
4 sliders in a row. Joey Rickard.
Yankees will be coming to Baltimore after the game in New York. They're in the 9th inning of their ball game, leading Houston. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and again Rickard fights it off straight back.
Scherzer staying in attack mode. Why not? Got the 2-0 lead. Everything seems to be working well.
Rickard waiting on it, 1-2, and got him. 12 strikeouts, and he retires the side in order again. Nationals lead at 2-0. At the Sandlot t-shirt, and if you come on Saturday you can watch the movie from your seats post game, and if you want to, you buy a special ticket package and you can watch the movie from the field. That'll be on Saturday, and you get a t-shirt to go with it.
Yeah, beautiful t-shirt. No, Wendy Peppercorn, she's not in there, but I thought she might be on the back. Of course, Squints was sucking face with Wendy Peppercorn in the pool. I don't know if you remember that scene. It's pretty good. Classic in Sandlot.
Everybody out there, hello? Hello?
It's a great movie. Yeah, I'm going to be here watching it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to ask you some more questions about baseball or something, but with that, nah, that about covers it.
Oh, Mike Wright now in the game.
And Wright's job to hold it right where it is. Wright Jr. on after the work by Hart, 1 inning, 0s across. Mark Reynolds 0 for 3. Wright's delivery to him, swing and a miss. He's trying to add another run on a swing, and why not, the way he's been hitting home runs. Orioles trail 2-0. We're in the 9th inning. Reynolds, Taylor, Defoe are due up 6, 7, 8 in the lineup for the Nationals. Light rain, mist still coming down here at the ballpark. Bullpen is ready to go to work in the mist for the Nationals. 1-2 delivery on the way. Ground ball towards first. Chris Davis, slow roller.
Slider right there from Mike Wright. Bringing in the heavy fastball too, about 95. A couple good pitches to get the first out of the inning.
Hess, the Orioles starter. David worked 6, gave up a run on 4 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Castro an inning, a run on 2 hits with a walk. Hart an inning, 0s across, and now Wright Jr. Scherzer the distance through 8 for the Nationals. Now they've got the left-hander Doolittle up. He picked up the save in the ball game number 12 last night, and Blyer for the Orioles. Taylor a walk. He has popped out and flied out. A game of pitching, much like the ball game last night.
Yeah,
the Orioles just can't find runs.
Man, not a lot of opportunities, and unable to capitalize when they do get the chances. It has been tough.
1-1 delivery on the way. That's going to be outside. A 2-ball 1-strike count on Taylor. They're trying to turn this order over. Wet baseball. Ask for a new one. Orioles in the bottom half will have the top of the order due up. Peterson, Jones, and Manny Machado. Wright's 2-1 delivery. Buried some heat down low on that one. 2-2.
Pretty good fastball, Mike Wright. Let's take a look at it here. Running in a little bit. 93 miles an hour. Ends up on the inner third. That's beating Taylor.
That'll go into right field, base hit. He went the other way. Orioles had the full shift on against him. So Taylor picks up a 1-out single here in the 9th inning. Give the Nationals a chance perhaps to score another. They've got 7 hits in the ball game. Defoe will come to the plate. He's had 1 of them. Base hit back in the 2nd inning. He has popped out, reached on a fielder's choice in the 7th, and would score on a Soto RBI base hit with 2 down in that 7th inning. Infield plays for 2 in an extra step with the speed. Wright throws over to get him back.
Similar situation here back in the 7th inning. Getting Taylor on base. Of course, the stolen base threat. You see him inching out there, looking like he's going to go on every pitch.
Ground ball to the middle. Manny Machado, Taylor made. There's 1. There's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. The Orioles down 2-0. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Is brought to you by Southwest. Low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Here at Thornton, Mike Bordick, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning here at Camden Yards. Nationals have the 2-0 lead. Orioles have already been shut out in game 1. And Scherzer did it through 8.
Yeah, how about this line? 8 innings, only 2 hits on the board for the Orioles. Davis and Machado. The 1 walk seemed like an intentional walk to Trumbo, but 12 punch outs. It's following what he's been doing all season long. Now get to the back end of this bullpen, and Sean Doolittle doing a fine job saving games for this Nats team. 12 out of 13, got a 1.85 earned run average, 38 punch outs in 24 1/3 innings. He is aggressive with his fastball. Take a look at the opponent batting average, just 131. Righty's having trouble getting on top of that heater. A 169 batting average, has given up a couple home runs. A fly ball pitcher with that high heater. Saw it in last night's ball game. He will target that fastball, the upper third of the strike zone.
Greg Gentry will be the pinch hitter, as he was last night against Doolittle. He is 3 for 6 off Doolittle, who ran into trouble last night, but got Gentry and Susac to strike out in the bottom of the 9th inning to get the save. Now he faces Gentry to lead off this bottom of the 9th inning, and the pitch will be inside. So Gentry with the opportunity. Adam Jones, then Manny Machado due up. As the Orioles get the top of the order up, down by just 2. They have had the potential tying run on base, potential go-ahead run at the plate, but that all came in 1 inning. That was the 7th, and they could not score. Pitch is taken up high. He ran into trouble, Doolittle did, last night after he got an out. He hit Mancini, a pinch hitter. Rickard got a base hit. So the Orioles had 2 on, only 1 away, but those strikeouts ended the ball game, and Doolittle got save number 12. 2-0 delivery coming in to Gentry. He'll take it for a strike.
Yeah, when Doolittle got into his rhythm, he was filling up the strike zone with that fastball. 94, 95 miles an hour. As he gets into the count, going to start popping it up above the belt.
2 ball 1 strike delivered to Gentry. He'll take it up high, and the count's 3-1. Doolittle against the Orioles, 2 for 2 in save opportunities. This is game number 9. Catcher Severino is going to use a visit. Go out and try and settle Doolittle down. Obviously, the Orioles get somebody on here and get the potential tying run to the plate.
Yeah, just a quick visit right there, saying just be in attack mode. Stay aggressive with your fastball. Make some adjustments if we have to, but I don't want to put any free passes on there.
Gentry standing out, waiting on a 3-1. Will move back in. Doolittle's delivery to him. Foul back, 3-2. Tough weather to finish it up in, with that mist blowing across from right to left. Roger McDowell, the pitching coach, and Buck. Here's the 3-2 delivery on the way, and he gets a base hit into left field. So the Orioles get that all-important leadoff man on base in the 9th inning, and they will get the potential tying run to the plate.
Well, you like to see that. Attacked him last night with the high fastball, and Gentry's bat just dipping underneath it. This time staying flat through the top of the zone, picking up a clean single. And getting the Orioles going here in the 9th.
So Adam Jones will come up with Gentry on at first base. Orioles picking up just their 3rd hit. First time they've had the leadoff batter on base. Jones 0 for 2 off Doolittle. Pitch down and into him, foul back.
And big numbers against the lefties this season. Of course, he's on a nice little roll here. In the last 10 games, a lot of good things happening for Adam Jones. Definitely the right man here in the right spot, top of this lineup.
Gentry with the good speed over there at first base. Infield moved around, playing at him to pull. 0-1 inside. Good block made by Severino. Adam hitting .328 off the lefties. .263 off righties coming into the ball game. Orioles trying to mount a comeback here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-1 in the air. Long run for everybody. Harper. And the ball drops in. Throw to second, not in time for the force out. Defoe, the second baseman, tried to get there, but he was shifted over behind the bag, and Harper, and he arrived there at about the same time, and the ball fell between them.
Wow. Orioles catching a break for sure. It looked like an easy out over there. Defoe maybe overrunning it a little bit. My gosh, just dropping right behind him. Maybe thinking about hearing Harper coming in. Doolittle saying, come on now, I'll pick it up here. A little rain, a little breeze blowing up there. Harper never made the call. Defoe just misplayed it.
Yep, he overran it. So the Orioles get runners on at first and second with nobody out here in the 9th inning. Only the second time they've had 2 runners on in an inning. And Manny Machado is up. Machado a double, 1 for 3. Doolittle's pitch will be in there for a strike. Machado has faced Doolittle only once. 0 for 1 against him. The league's leading hitter with runners in scoring position at the plate.
Manny, the big numbers, obviously runners in scoring position. Big numbers all season long, but he is a true clutch hitter. Big time walk-off performer.
Machado 0-1, runner goes. Oh my Lord. Gentry's in a rundown. They'll flip it back. Runner's going to try and go to second. Tag put on. Jones can't do it. What in the name of heaven was that?
Man.
What was that?
Oh my goodness. Take a look at Gentry out there at second base, and he's looking to steal. Potential double steal right there, but the Nats ready for it. A little inside move by Doolittle. Able to get Gentry out at second base. My goodness.
1-5-4. 1 down, a runner at first base. Adam tried to sneak off and get down to second on that, but couldn't do it on the rundown. Never had enough room. 0-1 count. So now Manny represents potential tying run. Goes to left field in the rain. Does he see it? Soto didn't. Now finds it and puts it away, and there are 2 down.
Yeah, it's nasty up there on these fly balls. Mist blowing around, a little windy. Of course, Buck still contemplating that stolen base attempt by Gentry. There's a look at what the outfielders are looking into when the ball's coming down out of the sky.
So Jonathan Scope 2 away. Jonathan has struck out all 3 times against Scherzer. Now the left-hander Doolittle will miss outside for a ball. Orioles have been shut out 5 times already once in this series. Washington has 4 shutouts to their credit as a team. 1-0 delivery taken away. Scherzer's waiting to see if he's going to go 9-1. Hess would be 2-2 if he takes the loss. It's not over yet. But if it is, the Orioles will have found a new way to lose. 2-0 count, 2 down. Up in the air. Second base. Defoe puts it away. Do not ask me why. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. The Orioles are shut out, and a 3-game sweep by the Nationals here at Camden Yards as they win it by a score of 2-0. Orioles have lost 5 in a row. Washington has won 6 in a row. 4-game weekend set the Yankees. Andrew Kashner sunny gray in Game 1. Our coverage on Masson, 6:30 with O's Extra, presented by Southwest. Game coverage will be at 7. This telecast has been a Masson presentation. Tom and Rick coming up right after this short break to take a look back on a fine performance by Scherzer and Hess, the 2 starters. For Mike Bordick and all of our crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Adieu.